Oh my god. What a disaster. Hold on, wait. This is the first time I've started without talking to everybody, so I'm just gonna see what they're saying, if they're saying anything.
Crept up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
I've already started. I am so like unorganized today. It's ridiculous. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How is everybody? How was your week?
Yes.
Well, it
Correct.
happened.
Yep.
The week happened? Oh yeah, that's true.
Sure did.
That's about right.
Not sure if it's a good thing yet.
That's to be determined. I hope everybody is at least ready to play some D&D today.
I am
Probably.
ready to game.
Are you sure?
We'll find out.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna explode.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to set some stuff up over here. There's dogs howling in the house. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've already started. Yeah, if you have any questions about today, if anything came up, I hope everybody chose their magic items. You can go ahead and tell me which ones to add, and I'll drag that over to your character before we need it. If we need it today, since obviously we are all last minute people and we have to do it on the day of.
I already added.
Done. Okay, you got everything set up. Okay. For those that didn't have it.
Too.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got mine. So.
Legendary items, right?
That's the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Legendary items. I guess I'll just throw some legendary monsters. I guess dragons are back.
I was just gonna say, just give us all an egg each, and then whenever the dragons come back, there you go.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I got my item.
Got everything ready.
I did send you a quick message, but
yeah.
Did you get?
Got ignored.
Sorry. Apologize.
No, it's
I
all
do
good.
my last minute writing as well, so. Hold on. Let me go through the messages. In terms of voicing, does the thing voice, like talk?
It's a sentient item.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Then I'll talk to you. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be the voice of it. It's cool.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Do you trust this? Are you gonna have another character made?
Yeah, I'll voice. And then, hold on, Nowler, you sent me something as well.
Yeah.
Was it a DM or?
Yeah, DM. Just looking back, one, two. Oh, it's my last post, second last post even.
In my Discord or?
Yeah, Discord.
Uh,
I assume you won't have an issue with it, but I said I'd run it past you anyway.
the clock
Even though
change?
I've already added it. No, to you, DM.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Direct message.
Were you? Yeah, I mean, if that's the item that you want to go with,
Cool.
go for it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, as long as it's not like, some crazy homebrew, I'm good to go. Either way, are we
I
ready to
couldn't
go?
check. I couldn't check the golden sippy ones because I'm just so impatient. I couldn't order them in terms of rare, so.
Oh yeah, 5e Tools is one of the best places to do it. Like genuinely, it's such a good place. I'm eventually going to get some more, I don't know, better compendiums ordering them, but I'm just too lazy for that. I'm
I
way
can
too
relate.
lazy. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then having to worry about whether or not something breaks at any given point, I don't know. I can't do it. Anyways, are we all ready to go?
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
And girl.
Oh, yeah.
If nothing else, we'll go ahead and get into today's session of Convergence. The night stretched on. Wrong one entirely. Hold on. The underground driveway lights up as the asphalt sinks down perfectly to make a ramp above ground. The guards watching the Cardulo estate were so caught off guard that they had no time to even react to what was happening in front of them. By the time any of them drew their sidearms, it was too late. Katrina drove the truck through the opening in the front gate. They follow the road out past the other mega mansions that inhabit the Varlian Pillars. The most brilliant of lights pierced the sky from the center of the estate, making the twilight ombre fade for a moment before revealing the empty patch of stone where the manor once stood. But it was already too late. If their only goal was to prevent the Ebengard from falling into the wrong hands, the Ebonhearts had already been taken the night Theron was attacked. If they had known exactly where to go to get the Ebengard, why not take the whole lot instead of one piece to the puzzle at a time? But they had a clear image of one that had been there to reclaim the frames. It was Talus Rosin that made his way through the halls. Him and his masked Noct Ferrum that loaded up one of the most dangerous pieces of machinery that the world had ever seen. They had lost their line of information with Theron sending the manor to its demise and all records of the incident. They had no idea where he would or when he would contact them again. They had lost their contact through Vic. Remy had gone missing as well. Like many other times, they had lost their lifelines to anyone that had a modicum of information to help them. As you drive through, winding down the Varlian Pillars into the main districts of Pernios, it didn't seem like they were prepared to get into some type of vehicle chase right after this massive estate vanished. Eventually, you fall into normal 8 p.m.-ish traffic driving through the streets. It's a lot quicker than what you had been doing traveling by foot, being able to see more and more of the city. We'll go ahead and begin the session right there. As you all come down from the adrenaline of leaving Theron Credulo to whatever his fate would be. What are you all up to? You're all sitting in the truck. Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Oh, no, never mind. You
Uh-oh?
guys were all quiet. I thought you couldn't hear me. Everybody was just silent.
No. I can hear you. I don't know the answer to the question.
No.
So, Katrina,
Yeah.
where did you learn to drive?
Well, you see, I haven't exactly driven these kinds of vehicles in a long time. They've sort of changed a bit. There's less dimensions to worry about.
Right. I wouldn't have known.
Oh, shush. I turned the thing off.
The car? The truck?
Unless we're still going somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are driving around the city right now. Where
Over
is
in
your
transit. Gotcha.
Yeah, where is your destination? Where are you going? What is the plan for today? Or the night, rather, as you are pushing the evening.
So, game plan then.
I mean-
is Credula with us?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like, it's quite important that we find out where those cores are gone. I may or may not be right. Seems important.
It is. We need to find them before more get taken. Knockferrum. By Knockferrum. However, Knockferrum have their own already. We could begin there.
You saw the location, or Alpha. One of you saw the location of the cores, right?
Not specific, but I know. Where? Hold on.
Also,
North.
side
yeah.
note, we totally need like a one name to refer to both you and Alpha, like Valfa or Alphic, or I don't know. This seems pretty lame.
Just Vic will do for now.
Alpha 32.
We'll workshop it. Regardless, just north of Pernios, somewhere, I believe is where Knockfarm is holding the ones that they have. If we wish to begin there, we could. And I'm not certain after Credulo's estate, it may draw attention to the city again. So we may want to leave the city up north anyways.
Wait, as in we drew attention, or the fact that his estate just vanished?
If the entirety of a sector up in Tenderburg Station were to disappear, do we not believe it would draw attention?
Is that a rhetorical question, or?
It would, is what I'm trying to get at.
I
It
agree.
may draw undesired attention, and the longer we're in the city, the more chances are that we'll become found. If they know we're here already, but perhaps not precisely.
I mean, this truck seems like a pretty good hideout. It's actually pretty cool. I like this.
For the time being, yes.
And you realize that the truck itself is very inconspicuous. Like, it blends in like any other type of like freight, anything that's pulling some kind of cargo truck. There's no like defining markings. The interior is nice and set up, but the outside looks like any other vehicle on the road.
You know what? I feel like we should have taken more shit from Credulo's estate. You know, I mean, if it's all just gonna vanish, like we should have like totally filled our boots up. Just saying, there was a couple more pictures there that were pretty cool.
Don't know how much would actually fit in your boots.
What do you wish to do with the pictures, anyways?
I don't know, hang him up, make this truck look like home. To be honest, I don't know why I said other pictures. I only care about this picture. But he had a lot of cool shit. I mean, I saw some fucking rings, I saw necklaces, I saw fucking armor suits. I kind of panicked a little bit. All I saw was this like cloak.
I see.
To be honest, I kind of regret it. Totally should have taken rings. Right, smaller. Could have fit loads of them in my boots. Although, probably sort of walk. You know what? Pockets. I should have put them in my pockets. Do you ever get the feeling you talk too much?
Not myself, no.
I'm just gonna sit down here.
I'm just gonna withhold comment.
Perhaps we should take this opportunity to let Vic rest a bit while we head towards where more calls should be. I think you're right about laying low. Although they probably wouldn't recognize us in this vehicle. We do have other things we can do outside the city, and we don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
Did we want to head that direction right away?
I don't see why not.
I feel like time is probably of the essence.
You're likely correct in that assessment.
Here, Vic. I've made a little pillow out of this cloak I got. Lie down. Fucking rest.
Is this like right as we're leaving the estate still?
Yeah, you guys are still like
Yeah, okay.
on the road, just passing by buildings, driving through wherever
Okay.
you want to go.
So I've still got the Toulouse exhaustion.
Yes.
Okay.
What time is it? Is it late?
Yeah,
think
it's
I felt like
evening.
it was quite
It's like
late.
8,
Yeah.
like 8-ish, 8 p.m.
Oh, all right. I thought it was later. Cool.
Because you guys left like immediately in the like afternoon. It took a couple hours to get there. Didn't stay too long in the estate. Decided to just completely obliterate it and then leave. So
To be fair, Credulo decided to obliterate
yeah,
it.
yeah, true.
Exactly. Yeah.
So don't put that on us,
You
Ricky
guys
Bobby.
confirmed though. You're like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's blow it up. Let's get rid of this fucking place.
I mean, we said, are you sure?
Yeah.
But do we know that it blew up? Like, because it could have just teleported somewhere else, right?
Yeah, it's just the platform that was left is just a smooth stone, like carved, almost hewn stone. There was no destruction, and everybody that was left, they were just left there standing. So you're not 100% sure as to where it went or what happened to it.
Yeah, I don't really have any directions on where to go. I mean, apart from heading north or whatever it was Vic said, north of Pernios.
Indeed,
Do we
within the
know-
dunes.
Right. Do we know how long that journey would take? Like how long on the road, including stops for sleep, obviously. How long until?
Vic, go ahead and roll a survival, as you were the one that has like specific ideas of from like what you were seeing, the basically a topographical map. With your 9, it was hard given your perspective. It was like looking down at a globe. So distance, you do know that the mountain range that is just north of Pernios, it's a ways away through the dunes. that is where most of like the ravines, the cracks in the sands are made. That was the one place you were looking at from the hill right at the top as you watched the worm like kind of come out of the ground. It's not some place that you would be able to travel with the vehicle that you have. It would be
Would I
it would
still,
be a
would I
trek.
still know about how long of a trek by like?
With your 9, depending
Just like
upon conditions, I mean, there's so many variables. You think that in the best of conditions, maybe like 4 days. In the worst of conditions, a week to a week and a half.
Unfortunately, I believe we will need to leave our vehicles elsewhere, as they will not be able to traverse these dunes. As such, it could take anywhere from half a week to a full.
Wait, we only got this. And now to leave it here.
Unless you wish to lose it within the sands. It is best kept within the city.
All right,
Or
well, we
on-
better find a good place for it, because I'm going to leave my picture here. I'm not carrying that around. And I'm just going to say, if we come back and it's gone, I'm going to lose my shit. Be warned.
Understandable.
That sounded like a threat. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Captain.
Do not apologize for showing strength. It's a good change.
Nuke like on the side, a sly. I mean, starts like flexing. His little needle arms.
I mean, the other option is attempting to go back within Eisenherz, but I imagine it will not be an easy trek there either, especially not in this vehicle.
Wait, I've already forgotten. Why are we going through dunes and shit?
Knockferrum has
I thought they were here.
Knockferrum has stored, it seems, or I assume it's Knockferrum. There were many cores out in the dunes to the north that were gathered together.
What, just sitting in the middle of a desert?
I assume in some sort of hideaway.
Oh, that makes sense.
There was also a warehouse of hundreds more that had not been activated within Eisenherz. Those are the only two leads we have at the moment. But
I do suspect that. What was the guy's name? Tremblay? Or no, not Tremblay.
Remy?
No, the bad guy that we saw on the camera.
Oh,
Talus
Talus
Rosen.
Rosen.
Talus Rosen. I do suspect that Talus Rosen would be there to oversee or at least be nearby, and I truly don't know what he's capable of.
Do we think? I don't know. The rest of the people who came with him are with him. Not the henchmen, but Renault and co.
it is possible, but I'm unsure. I was only able to see the cores themselves, and even those were at a distance.
All right. Well, I've no more questions.
I would suggest we head north, find a spot for this vehicle at the edge of the city, somewhere tucked away. Perhaps we can disguise it, or hide it ourselves.
Gotcha.
To head north.
All right.
Katrina, pop a left up here.
I look at him. How
Um,
soon did he? How much time did he give me to make this left turn?
Pretty abruptly.
Okay,
Yeah,
I crank that sucker.
Yeah. Kind of hops on the back wheels. You hear a whole bunch of honking like the horns. Old horns.
Just for the record here, Nuke has no idea whether left is like north or not. He wasn't even looking.
Is this a one-way or is this a two-way? Please tell me.
Kaylin and Vic, go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh no.
History with disadvantage. Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, both of you remember when you first came into Pernios using like the sand skimmers, how they would pull into the depots. And there were parking structures, like long-term parking structures that were near a lot of these depots. And in terms of like safe storage of vehicles, these would be the best place, as they do have like their own security on staff, unless you want to, you know, put your vehicle somewhere off on a random road somewhere, you know.
Just park it in a residential area.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
you
I
know.
would say since we just got our vehicle, like let's be a little cautious with it.
Probably a good plan, yeah.
All right. Do I know the direction to it, right?
Yeah.
Based on that.
Yeah, you remember
Yeah.
the where you came into the city.
All right, so I guess I'll go to Katrina, sit in the passenger seat if no one's occupying it at the moment. And sort of give her direction to this long-term storage or like vehicle parking area.
All right.
Going through the winding streets, heading from one district to another. Eventually, you do pull up near a depot. You do see, as there are a couple people coming out, you see a lot of like the signage that says some of the outgoing and incoming sand skimmers to bring in different passengers from all over the country. You do pull up to one of the self-serve. You push the button. It does ask for coin. To depending upon per day, it is a gold coin per day.
Okay. You said at most it would be a week and a half.
Yes.
So I guess Kalen will pay for 2 weeks. So 14 gold.
All right. Go ahead and remove that.
I shall.
Nuke's gonna pop his hand in beside Kaelin. Three gold. Here, take it.
Okay. The gate opens. The bar kind of lifts up as you drive through, finding a quiet corner on the parking spot, on the parking lot. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, also Nuke has no concept of like the value of gold, so he totally thinks he's paid for like all the parking that's needed right now with 3 gold.
Perfect.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yep. The little printing machine prints out a paper that's placed into the window. But you have your parking spot. And it's quiet. You see a couple people heading over there, picking up their vehicles, going to all different places in Pernios. It's quiet. Not really much. The only thing is like that faint amber glow of the parking lot. Lamps above.
We should like place some explosives inside it just in case anybody tries to enter when we're not here.
Remember when we stated we weren't trying to draw attention?
Yeah, but my picture.
You also
Wouldn't that destroy
understand
the
that you're
picture?
precisely. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm feeling a bit tired. I should probably get some sleep soon.
You're right.
All right.
Well, perhaps, but you said it's already like in late at night, right?
Yeah, it is getting to the parking lot. You're pushing around 8:30. I mean, 9:30, 10.
Okay.
Is there anywhere to stay nearby?
I was gonna say perhaps one last night in the city before we leave in the morning.
Yeah, there's a few hotels in the area. You just see one that's just like, you just see a blinking, almost like faded lamp that says, vacancy, 24 hours.
We would likely also want to stock on supplies, rations for yourselves as well as water. Out in the desert, it can get very scarce.
I like the first word better. Never second guess yourself. Confidence. Sorry.
Right.
Out of character, just cuz.
I do not require.
Do you require anything, Vic?
Oh my god.
I do not require sustenance. No.
Okay, thank you. Good.
If he suddenly does one day, we're all gonna be concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, Alpha still does, but I think Alpha's fine.
Yeah, he sustains off of you currently.
Exactly.
Because why not?
Yeah, because science. Regardless, sleep first and find rations in the morning. Get some rest. We'll need it.
Just to be clear, where are we sleeping? In the truck or?
We are finding a hotel. I'm gonna cut this
Right.
video back, I guess.
There was the blinking neon sign.
Yeah,
yeah.
there is like near the depots, there's always some kind of like motel near.
One letter's just like burnt out.
Yeah. You can see
Just
as the
hotel.
V is like flickering a lot and you can hear it buzzing from afar.
Yeah. Seems inconspicuous.
All right, let's go, shall we?
Indeed. I believe I
Let's
should be
go.
able to maintain my sentry position tonight. So if you all need to rest, I can still keep aware overnight.
If you don't do that, can you remove
I still get
4
long
levels
rest.
of exhaustion? Is that a thing?
I still got long rest yet.
Yeah, no, it's only one level of exhaustion you still remove.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I was just last time it was just for flavoring. That's all it was. So.
Yeah. No, I know. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Nope, still just one.
All right. You walk up and you can see as there are like several vehicles pulled in. You can see the flicker of like televisions on within each of some of the windows with their curtains not fully closed and blacked out, and you can see just like flickering of a picture moving on the screen. You pull up to the front desk. Walking through the doors, you can hear a bell ring as the door opens up. There's no one around, but you do see a bell on the table.
Is the counter much higher than Nuke?
Yes.
Okay.
And the counter is right up.
I
You can
see.
see as like the underside, there's like dozens of pieces of gum stuck under from where you can see. On the top
Oh,
is just
no.
like really heavy peeled linoleum.
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, you know, I think like, you know, one man's waste is another man's treasure and all that.
I knew you were going there. I knew it.
I'm just gonna poke at it because I guess I'm the only one who can see it. So I'm looking up at the chewing gum, poking at them. Are any of them soft?
You poke through a couple, they're firm, and then you find one that just feels like it was recently placed as somebody just put one under.
Right. Well, must I say out loud what I do next?
Go on. It is just this like squishy blue. There's like this little bubble that had caught a little bit of air in it on the side.
I'm just gonna pull it, and I guess like a bit of it is like stretching, and it snaps. I give it the ritualistic lick, and I just I mouth it. Still got flavor.
A little bit of flavor in it. What flavor is it?
You know what? I'm not a big fan of it, but it's all right. Like in a pinch, watermelon. I'm getting a hint of watermelon and coffee. Weirdly enough,
Okay.
perhaps a bit of hint of cigarette.
Excellent.
Oh god, I'm ringing the bell. I'm ringing the bell.
It's the best gum I've had in weeks.
I'm
Probably
surprised
actually the first gum I've ever had.
I'm surprised we
maybe.
didn't roll for flavor just to see.
Oh god.
Yep. You ring the bell on the table. The ding. No one's coming in. Takes a minute. No one shows up at the desk.
It did state that there were rooms available, correct?
The sign did, yes.
They're usually much more prompt than this.
Maybe it's self-service.
You can hear in the
See that?
background. You just hear
Perhaps
this.
they're asleep.
Lean over the table.
You lean over and you see this very roundish figure on the floor, gray skin, long ears, kind of flop down. Part of him, one of is like cut, and you can see this like scraggly gray hair, very unkempt, on the ground.
Should we wake him?
Well, it depends. This could be an opportunity to ensure nobody knows we're here. We can just find a room for ourselves.
And we don't have to pay for it either.
And leave him some coin
I mean,
for when he wakes.
or we could just not. Wouldn't leaving coin here like give away, oh, somebody must have been here.
Possibly.
I think the smart thing to do here is go to our rooms and say nothing.
Leaning over to the side, could I see any like rows of keys or anything like that for rooms?
Yeah, on the side you can see the cubby. It's where the door is, where to getting to the back behind the desk. There is like a small little cubby area with the keys hanging.
Am I able to just reach them from where I am?
You can.
What were you gonna say? Go
I'm
ahead.
not so sure that we should do that. It feels wrong. Also, wouldn't he notice a key missing?
I mean, he doesn't notice us standing here, so
No,
maybe
he's
not.
He reaches back and he scratches his ass. Like inside, not on the outside either. It's like, it's that real deep itch.
If you are uncomfortable with this concept, we may wake him.
I think it's safer to say nothing.
I believe that there is some advantage to them not knowing we're here. Just in case someone else comes by looking.
I feel very wrong about it. I really think we should at least leave him enough coin for what the room would cost.
Are there any signs anywhere that say, the rates or whatever?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh boy. Perception.
I'm gonna look as well.
Oh. Aw.
Close.
bounced
With
on that 20
disadvantage,
just
I
a
got
little
more.
bit. As you look over and you look at the keys, there is a slip of paper that you can tell there are different rates. You do notice that some of the nightly rates are a little higher. You have the 4-hour rate, which is a gold. You have the night, which they are pushing it. Even in this place right here, you're looking at 5 gold per night.
Seems rates have been increased since my last visit. Regardless, we can leave him the required gold and extra if you are that uncomfortable with it.
I think the required amount is fine.
There's a very
like the
faint
Katrina.
tinge of sulfur smell in the air.
Of sulfur.
Yeah, like a sulfur smell. Rotten eggs, if you will.
Oh my god.
I mean, we could just leave the gold here in the morning, you know,
Good thing I don't
as
believe.
we're leaving.
No, I believe Kaylin is correct. Should leave it before. If we're going to at all. And I look again at Katrina. What are your thoughts?
We've broken Katrina. That sulfur smell has gotten to her.
Yeah, you see her, she kind of snaps back to reality and she's like, what the fuck?
Right. Okay.
What room
Moment.
numbers are available?
I'm just gonna reach. I'm not gonna grab any particular one. Just grab one of the keys that's there.
Get number 13. Get number 13.
High or low?
Oh god. Let's go low.
As he does that, I will grab the gold.
That is technically low.
Okay. Yeah, you do. You reach over and 13 is there. And in this time, these conversations that you're having, all it does is cause the guy to just like turn and move. He's just fucking sleeping. He is
Appears he
not
could use the
woken.
rest as well. Perhaps he also had a recent existential crisis. All right. I'll hand Nuke the key, and Kaylin got gold, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, do we know what type of room it is?
I don't know. It's number 13.
Number 13. Number 13.
And the maximum rate was 5 gold a night?
5 gold.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll leave 5 gold.
Okay.
Does anybody leave me alone with the money before we leave?
Oh, no.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I gave you the keys so you could go
Yeah.
find the room, so you can lead the way.
Just as well, actually, you gave me those keys because I was going to do something, but
I know.
and it wasn't to do with the gold. Anyway, I guess I would start wandering out looking for room number 13.
Yep. You walk by on the concrete pavement, passing palm trees that, when close, like looking at them, they're fine, but you get a closer look and all the palm fronds are painted. They're spray painted green. It's not a very good look. They're all dead. It is a not a good place. You see as there's a line of ants running from one of the planters to into one of the doors of another room that has a little bit more of a gap under. Seems as though somebody pulled off that metal piece that holds the rubber to keep the seal from the outside and in. It's just been broken off. But eventually you walk up and find number 13. Coincidentally, in between 12 and 14.
Whoa.
Surprisingly, I know.
Curveball.
What kind of check to see if there's a pattern here?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll some dice for that.
Yeah.
D4, right? That's how you wanted?
Yeah.
Cool.
There we go, between 2
Just-
and 4. 12 to 14.
God.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just for fun, Kayla would speak up as we actually get to the room. You know, it's interesting that Hag that I stayed with for a long time had some sort of interest in the number 13. She was very fond of it. Never knew why.
Nice.
Wait, you
Not sure if it's
stayed with a hag?
Well,
Yikes.
yes, that's where I lived most of my life.
Nuke goes from about to say something smarmy to all of a sudden now not want to offend Kaelin. He's wondering if the hag was Kaelin's mom right now. But he doesn't say anything.
It does occur to me that Nuke likely does not know much about yourself, Caitlin. Not sure how much you shared without my presence being here, but I don't believe you really talked much. We were otherwise occupied on Tenebris.
You know, to
Yes,
be
I
honest,
suppose
actually. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I suppose you're right. We didn't have much chance to talk.
Surprisingly, you know, as much time as we have all spent together, I don't actually know much about any of you. Where you grew up, any brothers or sisters, I don't know, favorite flavor of chewing gum.
I do not require sustenance.
God damn it.
Chewing gum is not technically sustenance.
Really? Then why eat it?
Recreation.
Seems so illogical. Why must you work out your jaw? Sorry.
I'm just gonna leave that one be.
You know, it gives you like a harder, you know, jawline kind of in men. You know, more sought after, you know, more masculine. Grrr, and he starts to like flex, you know, like that. Grrr. Again with his knitting needle arms.
I see. Should we go in the room?
I feel like that
Talking
is
out in the hallway.
good idea. I like reach up and try to like get the key in the keyhole.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Easily doable.
Yeah, twist and a push. Not hard, but yeah, just be careful, cautious, I guess, going in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll dexterity. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the little charm, the leather charm on the end of the key, chimes out as it waves in the when you twist it, opening the door. The same brown, dingy brown carpet, stained, cigarette burns everywhere, and that standard motel comforter that's strewn across that floral pattern in just non-complementary colors. It's ugly, atrocious, but you do walk in and there are 2 double beds.
I look between the 3 of them in the 2 beds.
Kaelin will start setting up to sleep on the floor.
I'll remain posted by the door.
All right.
Wait, is nobody going to sleep in the beds? I mean, we just paid fucking, I don't know, $1 million gold for this.
I sleep on the bed.
Well, I thought you would sleep on the other bed, no?
I'll sleep on a bed. Oh.
Well, I assume you've already laid down, so.
Nuke, are you going to use
Oh,
the other
fucking,
bed?
I'm starfish on the other bed right now.
Excellent.
Fucking, yeah.
You just jumped in.
Yeah, jumped on it. I'm not in it. I'm
The squeakiest
just
springs can be heard as you hit the bed. it rocks and moves, and every time you make any type of movement, you can hear it like creaking. But it's comfortable.
It's been a while since I had a bed. I mean, a few days. Shit, how long has it been since I had a bed? Because I slept on the floor actually last time, right? So
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll take it. Wait, do the rest of us have to like? I know. Do we have to wake up and like take watch at some point, Vic, or you got all night?
I will be able to maintain consciousness while resting.
I like click my finger and do the whole gun thing towards him. I lie back.
You did make a good point, though. Why is my nose so fucked? Hold on.
Wait, I thought you can't breathe, Vic.
Yeah, shut up. You did make a
Your
good point.
voice has changed as well. Sorry.
It's unintentional. That you may not know much about most of us. Is there anything that you wish to know?
I sit up like I mean, yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to know actually, you know what, I can't actually think of anything right now, but I don't know. Where did you go to school?
I have
No,
not been well
name of
educated.
your first pet. Name of your first pet.
I see no purpose for keeping things as slaves.
He's like Ace Ventura looking at you right now. Okay.
I have
like,
not owned a pet for myself.
Katrina, you definitely had pets. I know you just come across as a. You just come across as a. I know you're giving off some vibes.
I have not owned a pet.
Oh shit! Any slaves?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow. I was off the mark with that one.
Yeah.
Galen?
No, I don't believe I've had any pets ever. But I was a slave for a long time.
Oh, I mean, that's not awkward.
Your mic is popping like crazy again, by the way.
Yeah, you crackling.
Yeah.
Wait, who, me?
No, Quest.
Oh.
Better?
Probably.
I think so. We'll let you know.
Talking, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Better?
Yep.
Worse? Same?
Better.
I mean, I kind
Thank you.
of feel like I've got to ask now. I mean, why were you a slave?
Well, I never knew my parents, but the hag has been the only person I've known until I met Medea. She said my parents gave me to her because I was born like this.
Like what?
Well, you know, looking like I do. Skin, the eyes, the...
What, they thought you were ugly, so they just like gave you away? That's a bit shitty.
Well, you know, I definitely don't look like whatever my parents looked like, I assume.
Oh. I mean, this question is just like bringing up so many more questions. Who were your parents? What were your parents?
To be honest, I don't know. Never have. They gave me up before I had any memories of them.
New kind of opens his mouth as if to say something and then kind of closes it again. Oh.
But regardless, I just was always with the hag. Didn't know anyone else really until Medea came with a number of adventurers to, I suppose, dispose of her. And something came over me. When she was in trouble, I had to help.
You mean Medea? When
Yes.
Medea was in trouble?
Yes.
So, I mean, you kind of make it sound as if, you were just with the hag. I mean, how is this slavish? Do you have you, like, cooking, cleaning? Did you have to sleep outside?
No, I had a spot on the floor in her shack. Sometimes I would have to sleep outside, just depending if I was being punished or something. But I mainly was gathering ingredients, hunting, preparing menial things.
So, like, I don't know, out of 10, what was it like to live with a hag? I mean, I've read about hags. I don't know, I've never met one, but allegedly, they're vile, disgusting creatures.
She was very unkind.
So, are we saying like a 4 or 2?
I must say I'm not quite sure how to answer.
Oh, that bad.
Comparing it to how having a friend like Medea was, it was horrible.
Is she still alive?
The hag?
Yeah,
No.
Ha. bitch.
We killed her.
Right on. Wait. Can't the hags come back to life?
Can I do a knowledge check? Because I don't think Kaylin actually knows that.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll an intelligence check. Or roll a history check.
13. Lovely.
No fucking way. Okay.
Yeah, what's the chances?
In your studies, I mean, it was hard to tell. Wasn't something that you read, so you're not fully sure.
I'm sure you guys did a good number on her. Maybe I misread. And I've read a lot, so some information kind of gets pushed out, when new information enters.
Right.
You turned out
Well,
you turned out pretty all right, though, right? Considering you grew up with a that.
well thank you. I appreciate that. I suppose
So,
what matters
what are-
is that I'm free of her, so
Don't take this the wrong way, but what are you?
I'm a hexblood.
I don't know what that means.
From what the hag told me, I was cursed somehow. And that's why I was given up.
Huh.
And it's why I was born to parents that I didn't resemble them.
Wait, does that mean that the guy that you look like,
Dated
that
Swans.
guy, that's the one. So, what, he was cursed as well, or? Oh my god. Is he your dad?
I wish I knew.
Shit.
I'm just as confused about his existence as everyone else is.
It's kind of peculiar though, right? To like, I mean, look exactly like him. But maybe this is just like this, general template that I know people who have hex blood look.
I suppose it could be. I'd never thought of it that way.
I'll be honest, this conversation kind of went a lot deeper than I thought it was going to. I kind of feel, bad for you. I mean, not in a like condescending kind of way, As I say, you seem all right. You're polite. You're smart. You got friends, and things are looking up. Apart from the fact that we're probably all going to die relatively soon. But yeah, I wish you didn't have to go through what you did.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but if I hadn't, I wouldn't have met Medea, and I wouldn't have met all of you. There is a positive.
Every cloud, silver lining, something.
I'm not sure I've heard that phrase before. What does that mean?
Means from every like bad situation, something good can be gained. I think.
Oh,
I hope. I mean, that's how I've been interpreting it for the last like 20 something years.
I think I rather like that.
Oh, I've got loads of these. Like one in the hand is worth stitch in time, and
One in the hand is worth a stitch in time?
something like that. Yeah. I
Not
don't know.
sure
I'll
of
have
the
to check.
meaning.
I'll have to check my book. I've got loads of them. I got like dream analysis. Oh, dude, I've got so many books. I'll share them with you sometime.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Nuke just kind of does an awkward look at everyone. Not sure, like, after how deep that conversation went, he's like not sure whether to like ask somebody else anything. So yeah, or just an awkward look around from Nuke.
Katrina, what would you be doing in this moment?
She's thinking pretty hard about something, but doesn't look like she's quite ready to say anything yet.
Vic, what would you be doing?
Mostly just listening in. I guess once the conversation kind of died down, I'll look at Nuke and just say, well, you discovered much about Kaylin, but what about yourself? What were you doing on Tenebrae Station before we arrived?
Well, I mean, I was taking a poop when I heard you guys over the intercom.
Good lord.
I don't know, it kind of depends on how far back you want to go.
Right.
I mean, I was born there.
I mean, hobbies or what did you do? I guess throughout your time there.
He like opens his mouth to say things and then stops and then tries to think of something. I mean, to be honest, like the last number of years, I've just been trying to formulate, plans to, get off the station. I grew quite tired of it. I mean, I was going to hijack a ship one time. I took a job as working with the mining one of the nearby planets, but I kind of chickened out. To be honest, I had kind of given up on everything, and then you guys came along. My life. Nothing spectacular, nothing. Surviving, really.
Did you know of Zealous and Valoria before we arrived?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've known about Zeals and Valoria for, well, since I was a kid. My dad used to tell me stories about it. Promised him one day, we would leave the station and move to Zeals.
Intriguing that you seem to know so much about our planets, but we knew nothing of you.
I mean, when you're stuck in a tin can, floating around in space with books and gotta pass the time. I've learned all sorts of things. I've forgotten all sorts of things. But I don't know. Depends. I mean, be more specific with your questions and.
There's nothing specific to ask on that, Mark. It was just an observation.
But I'm here now. That's the main thing. When he says that, he kind of, perhaps you might notice kind of looks deflated, like something popped into his mind when he said, he's here now.
And now that you are here, what do you wish to do?
Oh. I mean, I've got lots of plans.
Exactly. Certainly you've read about us since you were a child, you said. You must have some idea of what you wish to accomplish.
Oh, well, I mean, we had plans that when we moved here, we were going to just get a house out in the, what do you call it? Countryside? Like the wilderness, just loads and loads of like land, rivers, trees, wildlife. Maybe own some animals, small farming.
I'm afraid you may have come to the wrong city for that.
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed, to be honest, when we were entering Zeals. From that vantage point, I saw nothing but desert.
Oh, you did see other things, like on the continent itself. Just unfortunately, the direction you were heading on this continent, there was green and mountain ranges, oceans around the entirety of the place. There was even more grassy forests north of Pernios, but more and more did that sandy dunes come into play as you noticed that was your trajectory.
Right. Who knows? Maybe once we deal with all of this, we can move to better locations.
Of course.
There's some things I need to do first anyway. I've been following someone. I mean, I did mention this, I think.
I was just about to ask that. Do we know about Clegane and you?
I think it was mentioned. Name maybe. Yeah, maybe not actually. Yeah. One of Rosen's people. Been following him for a little while. Got a little. What's that saying? Score to settle.
For what purpose? Or for what reason? What score is there to settle?
Well, payback. He's
right.
Let's just say he wronged me. He's a disgusting man.
You'll find a good number of them here.
Not quite sure. Particularly like this guy. He I kind of find it difficult to talk about it, to be honest.
If you do not wish to, I will not force you to. We're just know what we're getting into.
I was totally willing to say it, and then, I'm finding it difficult to find the words. Yeah. let's just leave it at that. Maybe ask me again another time.
Understood.
If anyone's looking quite closely, you probably see his lip quivering. The reason he's not saying anything else is because he's struggling to keep composure.
We will find him. We will enact your vengeance.
He just cold stare, nodding.
Daniel will probably step over and offer a hug.
You know what? I think Nuke would be super uncomfortable. This is quite. Oh. Okay. And he puts his arms back down and allows the hug. You know what? This kind of sounds a bit sad, but I can't actually remember the last time I've got a hug from somebody. In fact, I can't remember the last time I felt touch of somebody. I mean, unless they were punching me, but to be fair, probably deserved it.
Flashback to the sandwich incident.
I'm never going to let that lie.
No.
You know what?
Sorry to.
That actually felt quite nice.
Good. We're here for you, Nuke.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe get some sleep, and I will tell you guys. I mean, it's probably important that I do tell you. This guy is probably quite dangerous. So,
Well, as Vic said, when you're ready, I'm going to force you.
thank you.
Right. I kind of just look over at Katrina. Is she still being very quiet to herself?
Yep.
And what of you? With all your secrets?
I don't think it's quite time to reveal it. I do have stuff I want to tell you all. It is
Yeah, you're cutting out quite a bit.
It is complicated. I'm not quite sure how to.
Have you observed who you're speaking to? We're all complicated.
A little bit.
I have
Some-
centuries of complications myself.
Look, I don't know how to explain it yet, but I do want to. Just not yet.
Does seem that you're tied to this somehow in more ways than most of us.
Oh, you have no idea.
I would like
I mean, that sounds quite ominous.
It feels like knowing an idea would be beneficial in this case.
I'll explain soon, but to be honest, don't exactly know how to yet.
I think it's only fair that we all share what we're willing to when we're ready to and not before.
I understand.
Can I interest anybody in a bean? Anybody?
I have to say it. I do not require sustenance.
Oh my God.
I have to.
I feel like if somebody swallows one of these, we will find out what it does.
Oh, those beans.
I
Oh
was
god.
gonna say, none of us have actually had any yet. You know what? Cut one in half. I'll have half if you have half.
I'm not eating one of these. You fucking crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna be the only one having it.
Oh shit, that was a curveball. I wasn't expecting that. You know what? I've changed my mind. Maybe we should probably, I don't find a botanist or something. Somebody who might know what these are. I am not eating one of these.
Perhaps in the morning when we are searching for supplies, we may find someone that may know what that is. In the meantime,
I have the bag and put it in my pocket.
if no one else is sharing information, we should get some rest.
Wait, what about you? I mean, I don't know. What's young Vic like? I don't know, were you like, oh shit, were you like as small? Were you small when you were small? I mean, when you were younger? Did you
Not
grow?
particularly. No. I've
Well, you-
always been.
you were- Born like this?
I was built like this. Well, somewhat. The frame was the same. I looked much like what we fought in Credulo's estate once.
Shit.
We were all under the rule of, well, a tyrant, let's say. We were instructed to guard the city and search for one particular person that I believe Katrina knows as Senia von Holzer.
It's ringing a bell.
Seems when my team found her, I was captured. And rather than destroy me, they sought to seek mercy, I suppose, for what I'd done. I don't really know why. Still don't really know why. But they kept me prisoner and alive. I saw their ways and the way that they did things. And saw the downfall of my previous employers. As such, they allowed me redemption, so to speak. Melting down my outer form into what it is now. Recreating myself. Tearing away whatever I had of the Eppengard to become who I am now. So no, I may not have been smaller, but I was not always the same.
Right. So, question. So who was this tyrant? You mentioned the tyrant.
Indeed. Let me pull open my thing here real quick. Hold on. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong anywhere in here, Mr. DM, but I believe it was Furion Boda.
Yep, he was the one commanding you all.
He commanded us to ensure the citizens of this city stayed within while he conducted his own rituals up in his own towers.
What rituals? Well, on the people, or just rituals?
There were There were things at play that nobody saw until much too late. I believe that they came to fruition after I'd been captured and vacated from the city. But his rise to power was not of his own doing, it would seem.
Meaning,
Do
Why
I
you
know?
just-
Do I know this DM?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess since this is the change that we had made, given the whole OGL situation, it was later reported that once his initial subjugation of the people, trying to cut out anyone that was dissenting, it had been revealed that other powers were in control, and this was when the military was broken down by the amount of Ebon Guard that were there. It was 50.
Mhm.
That was when the Tox Lamosis revealed itself.
Right.
And they had a bigger problem to deal with afterwards.
Okay, so once the Ebon Guard had taken over the city, Furin released what was known then as Tox Lamosis. It was a terrible plague of sorts that overcame the city, changed people, turned them on each other. Those that turned on the Ebon Guard or Furin Boda himself, well, that's where we came in. We put a stop to them, ensured that everyone fell where they were meant to, under the reign of Furin Boda.
Nuke is really wide-eyed looking at you right now.
I'm not proud of what I'd done. If I could go back, I would. But we were given instructions and programmed to follow. So we did.
You know what? That kind of reminds me. I was kind of thinking something about you a couple of times, actually. I mean, right, so you can be programmed to do things.
We have...
Still?
I have not had anyone attempt to in some time.
I mean, how does that even work? How do you program?
There are
Yeah.
certain chips similar to the conversation ones that I was able to converse with Credulo and, Remy before. Similar to those, where they were instead programs that would take over and rewrite rewrite our own free will, so to speak.
Oh, shit.
Mine, when captured by the von Holzers, was removed, thankfully. But with it being all that I had known, it was still quite some time before I was able to realize that I was able to think for myself.
So what, you and this Van Helsing woman are fucking tight now, or what? Bros and stuff?
She passed some time ago, I think, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
She passed some time ago. This was still very early in my creation.
I'm really sorry. I spoke too soon. My bad. So,
However, in her stead, she did leave the what's it called? The Arcanum Progresses. And eventually I did leave to help form the city of Haganath.
Yes.
So it was. She did not leave without memory left behind.
And this tyrant, I mean, is he still alive or?
Not to
No.
my knowledge. But with the powers at play, it is. And anything's possible, right? But not to my knowledge.
Roll a history check.
Sure. I can do that with disadvantage.
Exhaustion.
The only thing you remember is that during the revelation, the moment that Toxlamosis became prevalent in Pernios' history, the war, he had been somewhat lost, even on that very first day of when they conquered Pernios. It had been revealed that he had already been infected, and in fact, the Toxlamosis had already taken control of who he was. It was strictly using his likeness.
From what I understand, he was not aware of the effects of Toximosis himself and the effect it had on him. He was overcome by it as well. To what extent, who knows?
Wait, so he released this thing on other people and then fell by it himself?
It's possible that he was already affected by it before releasing it to the rest of Pernios.
Oh. Wait, so like this Toxlamosis is gone now, or it's contained?
Pernios lives, at least what's left of it.
So it's gone.
I have not heard tell of its return. It doesn't mean it's gone.
Yikes. You know, I've done some pretty bad things in my time, but that's pretty fucked up.
I am aware. Oh, okay.
It's a natural 20.
The Toxlamosis, I mean, it plays in your mind over and over again, and you recall when you first heard of the Toxlamosis, or at least it was a long time ago. You've read through books. It wasn't something that Pernios was privy to at the time. But there had been an outbreak in the Far Belt, where Tenebrae Station resides. And then again, the most recent person, one that you know studied it and had a lot of information on it. Datus Moores.
Wait, I know all this.
You do?
I've come across it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you all do. You all learned that Datus Moores, his main field of study was Toxlamosis. That was his job in, his job within the containment sector of Tenebrae Station was that research into Toxlamosis.
Wait, the whole reason that, like, the mutations and all that, that is all the same thing?
Yes. Toxlamosis, I mean, that's...
Like, me out of character, I'm such an idiot.
It's okay, me too. I didn't draw that conclusion either.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, Okay.
Cringe.
That's why I brought it up. I was like, they might have forgotten. So, just a little
I
refresher.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Let me put that in my notes because
But-
that's important.
Yeah, you had heard of Toxlamosis, and somebody that is directly connected to at least researching on Tenebrae Station, Datus Moores. You had learned through the channels eventually of finding a lot of his sealed documents.
Well, I guess in that case, well, if that toxlomosis, still remains in parts of Tenebra Station, well, I mean, it's possible that, I don't know, it's still in sewer systems down here. Right? I mean, that's not a far
not
stretch.
existence. They basically, the biggest importance that you need to know is that they had thought that they had eradicated it entirely.
Oh, shit.
But the biggest part of Datus Moore's is the fact that he was trying to possibly reignite it for some other use. Or more of a theoretical paper on reproducing the toxlomosis is what you learned.
Oh my, okay.
So, going off of that...
Sorry, I make a lot of convoluted bullshit. It's hard to keep up with. I apologize.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm just thinking then, well, if Datus Moors is no longer on the station, right, guys? Are we in agreement? I assume he's here on Zeals.
Is it possible
I thought we already knew that.
Yeah, he is on Zeals.
Yeah, I'm getting to something. So
Is it possible he succeeded then? In
And what?
recreating?
Brought it back here. Just how many enemies do we actually have? Has anybody actually tallied these up? Anybody?
Oh my god.
Not
Fuck you, Sleepy.
specifically.
I'm getting... can't breathe. I feel like this room is getting smaller.
We should get some rest. We need to move. First light.
Right.
If he is here and he did bring it back and he wishes to release it again, then time is certainly of the essence.
I mean, where do we even look for him? I mean, we kind of have an idea where we're going for the cores, but... I mean, literally the last thing we saw about him was on the station, right?
Start with the cores.
Right.
Perhaps we'll find information on his location from there. Wherever the
Go ahead.
hideout is.
Nucleus back, hyperventilating.
This could be much worse than I first imagined.
Do you say that out loud?
Probably quiet, but out loud, yeah.
I grab handfuls of fucking bedclothes.
Meanwhile, in Vic's head, Alpha's just straight panic. But yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I guess we rest.
No more from Nuke.
As the revelations of the day, learning a little bit more of one another, stories, and now realizing that it's not just one threat you have to deal with. You all try to find sleep, however it takes you. We'll go ahead and take a break right there.
Sure.
Take a 10-minute. Just stew a little bit on everything. Take a 10-minute, stand up, stretch, get everything that you need to, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna flick through my rest real quick.
Oh
Cheers.
boy. We'll be back.
See you guys soon.
Cool.
All
Yep.
right. Oh my goodness. Well, this is honestly the first time that we've had an actual conversation. This is this is the moment that I've been waiting for so long, them actually like sharing with one another. You know, I didn't want to force so what do we talk about? It had to come organic. Like the conversation was 100% necessary, and I'm so glad it finally happened as they are sitting in this crummy ass motel room. Oh my goodness. But this was a very, very heavy moment, and I really do appreciate it. But everybody, go ahead and stand up and stretch. We will be back in 10 minutes. I appreciate everybody that is hanging out and joining us today. Just a brief update. Next week we will not have a session. I have some things that I gotta do. I'm gonna be setting up a mobile streaming setup. I won't be home next week. But hopefully in the future that will not be a thing, and I'll be able to do this podcast wherever I am. There are some things that I'm working out in the background, so if you guys are interested in keeping up with all of the updates, I update everybody in Discord. If you want to join some of the community sessions, I would highly recommend heading on over there. If you want to follow me and see some of the updates to some maps that I'm working on or content I post on Twitter, I want to get more active on it, but it's just social media is hard and I'm just stupid. If you want to catch any of the backlogs of any of the previous sessions of Convergence, you can go ahead and check that on my YouTube. So youtube.com/@NamSleepy or just !socials will take you to all of my links where you can follow me everywhere. We will be right back in 10 minutes. I'll catch you guys soon. Be right back. I hope everybody got their drink. So wait, I need to get a drink. Good thing I had something next to me. Oh boy, oh boy. Hopefully things are fine afterwards. I think everybody's gonna be coming back soon. Break is almost over. I see some movement going on. I see movement. Oh man. This session went by. I mean, the fact that an hour and a half, almost 2 hours had gone by so quickly. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Is everyone back? It doesn't seem like everyone is back.
I'm pretty sure Quest is not far from his computer, but
I'm here.
I think I heard
There we
him, yeah.
I obviously failed my stealth check.
It's just Nowla that we're waiting for. I'm so
Yeah.
glad
Yeah,
this
I'm back.
conversation happened. I've been waiting for like the conversation of like people's
Who are
origins
you?
for so long. Yeah, like
I know. It's been a long time coming. I figured, you know what? Fuck it.
33
Let's see what we can
seasons.
make happen here.
yeah,
33 episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
amazing. They
Still
finally
so
know
much
each
more.
other, kind of.
There's
It's a
still
new
so much more
record.
that y'all don't know, but it's fine.
Oh man, because like you can't force something like that. It has to be organic. Like I have to wait for you guys to. I can't
No.
lead
Yeah.
you to it.
Yeah.
You
And to be
could.
I could, but I don't want to. It just it feels
everything has
better.
been all go, go, go as well, you know?
Yeah.
We've been like
exactly.
literally putting out one fire after another, so,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know,
Really
and
has
then anytime we actually got some sort of like downtime, we were exhausted, so it was just like, you know,
Yeah.
sleep. Crazy.
All right. So, I guess with that, we can go ahead and return to the session.
All right.
Oh boy. You all find rest in your own time. The conversation was heavy, but you learned a lot about one another, or at least mostly. We'll go ahead and start with Kaylin. Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Sleep takes you quickly. Darkness hits. It's the inky black kind of encompasses everything until you feel your forearms pressed up against a cold steel table. Your head rested on your hands. Your vision is very pinhole. You're quite lucid in this dream. You lift your head. You're in an unfamiliar place. The cavern that you're in is very dimly lit by spotlights that are not in your direction. The only thing that you could see is a faint blue lamp at the edge of the desk, lighting some random papers across the table. You get up as one of the papers kind of sticks to your forearm before it falls and lists down onto the table. You lean back in this hard steel chair, groggy as though you've only gotten a little bit of sleep, like a power nap. What are you doing?
I guess there's obviously nobody there, right?
Currently in this little corner, no. There's no doors, no. You can just see like the stone cavern walls kind of carved out by nature. There's no one in this corner.
All right. I guess I will, since I probably noticed the paper like getting stuck to me and falling off.
Mhm.
I think my first reaction would be to look down and see what these papers are.
Yep. Okay. You look around the table. A half-drunk bottle of aged scotch. A glass. Just a very, at the bottom, just a little bit of the amber liquid in there. You look through the pages. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Hey,
26, Jesus.
Batman ain't got shit on me.
You start looking around, kind of organizing the clutter. You see a sketch journal, an orb, or at least a sketch of this orb that is very familiar to you. The object that you had left in Theron Credulo's estate, within his study. The device that allowed you to see everything in a range around Zeus and Valoria. The diagrams of the starting point. A recreation of the device. Various calculations strewn across each of the papers to see what could be recreated. How they can downsize the amount of ebon hearts needed. That's all there. Even down to the gauges that are strewn across the device that you had access to, all of the calculations, the numbers, the monitoring that you did from your point of view that night.
I would, seeing that, my eyes would go bold and I would frantically read through, trying to gather and remember as much information as I can, learning as much as I can about I guess, what this process, like how many do they think they actually need? Like who's responsible for figuring all this out? Like who's doing these calculations or...
Mhm. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Sure. Huh.
As you look through the paper, nothing stands out. You quickly calculate in your mind certain equations. It's foreign to you, but once you start getting the hang of it, or at least some understanding of what this device is built on, you catch your reflection in the glass of the scotch bottle, the ashen horns, though your clothes are different. Plain white t-shirt, wings on the back. The eyes that you look into, however, are not your own. Though they're exactly yours. The features
Can
are the
I
same, but there's something about this figure that you see that is not you.
What check can I do for Kalen to realize that this is Datus Moore's?
Give me a simple intelligence check. DC is very low. Yeah, easily done. You're looking through the eyes, not even looking through the eyes. You are currently Datus Moore's.
Oh my god, I'm controlling his body right now. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I need to find anything on this desk that talks about toxomosis.
Go ahead and roll an investigation. Thumbing through the journal, it's a lot of random notes. Doesn't seem like there is some kind of chronological. It's one of those you open to a page and you write down stream of consciousness types notes.
Mhm.
Eventually, you come across it. It's not really mentioned by name, but the ability to connect. Almost like a neural network that connects one to another. And how easily bringing back that type of control, like a nervous system, would be. You kind of thumb through and try to find anything else, but the only thing you can tell is that there's some connection between the Toxlamosis and the cores, the Ebonhearts. But it's not gone into any detail.
Ugh, you vague bastard. That's what he fucking... I knew it. I knew when he stabbed me that he was infecting me, so that there'd be a connection.
Rip.
But why is the question? What else is in the room?
You see over in the corner by this little alcove area, there's a small couch. Seems as though somebody's been sleeping there for some time. A blanket strewn across the top. Various glasses that had been emptied long ago left on the coffee table right next to it, leaving rings. This place is not supposed to be nice.
Are there windows?
No, you are in a cavern. This is all carved out of stone.
Do I recognize it?
Roll a history check. You were here once before. You look
This
through.
is Heights, isn't it?
The grayish stone is familiar. You recall one other time, briefly, just before you entered the room. You were walking up that ramp, up to that stone that was embedded into the grayish stone around that blue, almost ceruleicite-like crystal that sent that blue veins across the wall. It was only briefly that you saw it, but seems like you're in the same cavern that you were once you had that vision right before you got into that scuffle.
You mean where that like gang was in my origin story, where
No.
or session 0?
Mm-mm.
Or
You had a vision before you entered Theron's like cerebro room. I don't know if you recall that, but when
I've had a few visions.
when you opened the door, you were walking up this stony ramp in this cavern, and at the end of this like tapering cavern, like right at the end of it, there was this like stone embedded, this massive piece of ceruleicite.
This was the table that I was strapped to, wasn't it? Or the like, or stone area?
No,
Where I saw the, no?
no,
God damn it.
you were walking around. It was like a couple sessions ago.
I'll have to review it. Why is my memory so foggy on it?
It happened suddenly at the end of the session. Yeah, it was right before the battle when you fought the Ebengard that came back to life as the door was opening.
You see, as players, we lack object permanence.
Yeah.
So if it's not right in front of us, we completely
Yeah,
forget
it
it
just
exists.
completely disappears. Yeah, no, that's why. So I'm trying to give a little refresher.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't remember you having a vision either, so.
Yeah, your vision at the very end of that session kind of flashed away from you, and you were looking up at the ramp. You saw the cables running, like these probes that were placed into the ceruleicite as the cables were running down the slope, down into these devices that you didn't understand at the time.
Can I leave the room? Is there a door?
No, it's not even a door. I mean, it's just a ravine that you would walk down through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What would be the best way to determine the location of this?
From what you can tell, that you're in this part of a cavern that is broken off. Everything around you, there is no natural light. You watch as there is like cables running across with little like hanging workshop lights on every point just to light the path. All of this seems natural around you. The only thing that's unnatural would be like the desk and the couch. People place these things here. Seems like you're underground somewhere.
Right. I'm gonna follow these cables, I guess.
Okay. You walk through, rounding the corner, following this. It seems as though it branches out, and as you round this little cave area that your office is, or at least Datus's office, you open up into this very wide expanse, and it's like a carved out piece, almost as though the earth itself kind of like separated and left this cavern in its place. On the far end, as you look to the right, you can see that glowing blue ceruleicite chunk at the end of the tapered hall area. The cables are running in that direction. You look to the left and it's dark. Seems as though that whatever's on the other side of the cavern, or at least in that direction, nothing is there.
Okay, I'll continue following the cables then.
Okay. You pass each of the work lights, the amber light kind of reflecting off your belt buckle, your t-shirt tucked into your pants. You can hear your boots clanging on the stone ground. It echoes with this cavernous area. Eventually, the cavern opens up into this wide expanse. You see as there is a temporary wall on the far end, garbed in this like cloth, separating an area like a separate room. You see boxes and crates. You see that very familiar, once again, that ramp that leads up with multiple thick bundlings of cables and probes that run into this ceruleicite, almost melding into it as though it's being pushed into flesh, kind of like the plugs on people's bodies from like the Matrix attached into it.
Mhm.
You turn to your left as you open up into this expanse, and you see this steel platform and a craft that sits atop it. The ramp in the back down lowered, and cables running from it. You can see the lights on in the windows in the front.
Is there anyone in it?
Go ahead and roll perception as you are looking out. Like the craft that you are looking at is a couple 100 feet away from you. You've currently not seen anyone right now. Currently, as it stands, there are lights on in the craft, but there's no motion.
Oh god. Here's my temptation. My temptation is to go get in the craft and like full throttle, like blast away, just to like sabotage whatever the hell malicious stuff they're doing here. But I feel like it's not gonna work because that would be way too easy. I don't think I can learn anything from the ship. It must be the power cores that they're using, obviously. That's what they're plugging in. These cables still lead up this ramp, and I haven't seen what it connects to.
You see as some of the bundles branch off into a device on the outside. However, that's familiar to you. You watch as some of the other bundles move down, and where this opening kind of dips down into like a basin, you're starting to see the beginning formations of the frame, this circular object, the device that you had used.
Oh, the like sheriff badge type thing?
No, the device that you put Vic's core into. This thing. Oh.
Oh,
You are starting to see the frame being put together.
right. And that's the familiar device you were talking about?
Yes.
And the rest of the cables go up the ramp.
Yeah, there are cables that are running into the Cirilla site, and there's down the stony ramp. Some of them are plugged into the panels that are right next to it. Behind it is this main orb, and there is a platform that more of the cables are running into. It just seems like this rat's nest of cables going everywhere, sending power from one place to another, connecting one device to another, as there are several other boxes of varying devices with flips and switches, bits and bobs. Go ahead and roll a perception check. From what you're looking at in this makeshift lab area, they are, or at least it looks like there's going to be some type of recreation of that very same room.
So the ramp was leading down, right?
Yeah. So there was a ramp. The ramp was leading up to this tapered area where that stone was. Now it is like an earthen hewn ramp. It's not built. It was just a part
Right.
of the ravine that was carved out.
And basically, to telegraph what I'm doing, I'm looking for like a way to see stars or physical land features so that I can recognize where the hell this place is.
You look up, and it is a cavern. There is no sight line to the sky. You are underground.
And there appears to be no path upwards.
No.
Can I go to the, you know what? I want to go to, unless I can see something that looks like a container for Evangard cores, I want to go to the ship.
Go ahead and roll perception. You look around, and on one of the tables there is a device, and you can see as kind of like in Pokemon where you go to heal your Pokemon. They're just like sitting in these indents. However, you can see as there are these wires running from a small box on the end, one of the cables running out and leading to one of the bigger bundles. Each of these wires are connected to specific points, traces on that Evangard heart. There are like little line traces across like a circuit board. And you can see as the once faintly pulsing or very almost dormant cores that you had once seen standing on the pedestals in Theron's little trophy room. These cores are glowing brighter. They're starting to, pulsing more and more.
Do 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 do.
It's right over by that like barrier or like the temporary walls to divide the rooms. It's right next to that. You can see like a faint like lantern glow from the other side of the white cloth that separates this area from the other.
Okay. What are in these other rooms?
Beyond the divider, you can see as there are just about a dozen cots set up, currently unoccupied. It's almost like military barracks style.
Yeah.
Simple, footlocker, desk lamps.
God, I don't know what to look at, like what to learn from this or potentially do some sort of sabotage.
While you think about that, In the meantime, Vic, you're standing by you're sitting by the door, guarding as you always do. You watch as Kalen sits up and rubs his forehead a bit.
I was gonna say, what's happening on our end? Fuck. And this is only like a couple hours after we've gone to rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something the matter?
No, I just... My head's a little fuzzy. I
Right.
think I need to go out and get some fresh air. Just for a little while.
I would not advise that. We are attempting to keep ourselves hidden.
It's late at night. I won't be long.
Ugh.
Oh God.
There's no good justification.
No, there isn't.
Shit.
Oh.
You have
An
no
insight or
reason
something.
for suspicion.
There's no reason for me to do an
Yeah.
insight check, though, is the thing.
Do I sound different? Is my accent slightly off?
No.
I don't know.
You are
Find
identical.
something.
It is identical. There is
Damn it.
nothing.
God damn it. I don't want to go with them because it's leaving these guys alone.
Hmm.
I mean, that said, nobody knows we're here. I could go with them. Oh man, it's a.
Somebody did try to break into our last room. Just saying.
That's even less reason for me to leave.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's
Or to
also a
let
good
him
reason
leave.
for Kalen not to leave.
True, true. We are actively being looked for. We almost got found last time. Do not think it is wise to leave the room. Or at least not the building.
If you're so worried about it, just come along. I just need some fresh air.
And leave them here resting. I kind of gestured to Nuke, who's I assume just full on snoring on his back.
Oh yeah,
Starfish on the
drool.
bed. Yeah.
Yeah, drool's fucking bubble coming out of his nose.
Ugh.
They will be unable to recognize danger if it approaches.
Then you watch, and I'm just gonna go have a walk.
God damn it. I have no reason.
You gotta let it happen,
I
unfortunately.
do. I have to.
Yeah.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, rip.
Is there a window in this room?
Mhm.
Does it face out towards the like the door we came in to
Yes.
this hotel?
Yeah, it's
okay.
like the door and then window. It's like your standard motel.
Okay.
You can still
Okay.
see the faint, like, glowing lights, that greenish nighttime light that always buzzes.
Okay.
You can hear through the pane.
I will keep watch out the window. If you see anything or anything happens, say something. But please do not leave my sight. The fresh air is all you need.
And he takes a step outside.
Okay, I'll stay at the window.
So,
Does it go?
I want to go to the ship.
okay. You head over to the ship.
Go in.
As you take a step in, it's very familiar. You were here before. It was the ship that you used. Though now all of the crates gone, broken down. You see as there's various cables that are running from panels that are opened on the wall. What are you looking for?
Cockpit.
Okay. And you recall the last time you were in here when Medea unknowingly knew how to pilot the ship, or at least activated systems to get it back to where it needed to be. You walk up to the cockpit. The alien devices across, now more familiar to you. They seem to be inactive. You can see across the screen, auxiliary power only.
Do I know how to shut off power to everything else so that I can get power back?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Oh, come on, man. That was almost a nat 20.
Tapping through, that's the second time you've done that. Tapping through the devices doesn't seem like any of the keypads are active. It seems as though whatever safety system that it's in, it is specifically providing power exclusively.
All right, I'm gonna go find where those cables are attached to.
Okay.
Where's the power source?
All right. Vic, you watch as Kalen stands there for a moment, just looking around, fumbling through. He turns and you catch his eye and he smiles. But the look in his eye is different. Kalen casts invisibility. And you watch as his form
Motherfucker using my spell slots? Sorry.
You see him wave something and he vanishes.
Oh God. Hope y'all didn't want to sleep. Cause yeah, at his vanish. Hang on. Headset unplugged. There we go. At his vanish, I was like, Caitlin, and not quiet about it at that point. So I don't know if it wakes the others up, but yeah.
I rolled a snooze.
Nah, I definitely wake up. Yeah. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, that's a bit loud and angry. Or desperate.
Yeah, and then as soon as he disappears, I'm turning around and I'm gonna try to run out to the front door.
What's going on?
It's Kaylin. Something's wrong.
What? What's going on?
I frantically look over to where Kalen was, not seeing him. I'm up and at them. I'm running after Vic.
Following close behind?
I don't know if it works this way or not. I doubt it does. But as I leave the door, I'm activating magic awareness. I guess any spell, so it depends if the invisibility counts as like a persistent spell.
You can see the residual magic for a brief moment.
Can I see the direction it went?
Right out into like the parking lot through two of these vehicles, but then it fades.
Oh,
As when he smiled, like he was already, it looked as though it was like one moment where he was smiling, walking, and then started to run.
okay. If I can see it going to the parking garage, then I'm hoofing it. I'm
And not
booking
even
it.
parking garage, it's just like an open, like air parking spots in front of this like L-shaped motel.
Right, but is it where we parked ours or no?
No,
No. Oh, okay.
that
I
was
didn't
across the
see.
street.
Right. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm just standing where he went invisible and just shouting Kalen.
Okay. No response.
Oh God.
What? Why did he leave? I mean,
I don't know.
this totally defeats the purpose of what we were doing here.
He seemed ill. He said he needed some air. So
And you let him go when he's okay. We'll find him.
I did not think he would. I had no reason to. He.
What? And he's invisible.
It seems that way. I don't know where he went.
I mean, I frantically look around, turning my neck, but don't know what I can do.
God damn it.
That's all he said. He didn't say anything else. Air.
No, he said he had a headache of some sort. He needed some fresh air. I was watching him from the window. Didn't want to leave you guys alone. In case something happened.
This doesn't feel right. This does not. I don't understand why he would do this. I mean, this is totally uncharacteristic of him.
I agree. I'm not sure. Do either of you have a way to track anybody, anything?
I mean, I can run really fast after people, but I kind of need to see them, right? I kind of need to see.
Right. Oh, Caitlin. Where did he go? Where? I don't know where he would go.
What was the last thing he did? Like, literally before he vanished.
He turned and smiled at me. Began to run. Went invisible.
What kind of a smile? Like, as in, just different smiles. There's like a, I'm sorry, but smile, and then there's a, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be something.
You've never seen this kind of like expression on Kalen's face before.
I don't know. It was unlike him. I'd never seen him smile this way.
You think maybe it was like something we said? Maybe, I don't know. brought
There's a
up
lot of
painful
information
memories.
possible. I don't know.
I mean, I did crack a little bit of a joke about that Van Helsing woman, but, you know, I did apologize.
Von Holzer. Yes,
Oh, wait, that was you anyway.
correct.
I haven't woken up yet.
Where would he go? Do either of you know?
Couldn't tell you. Could have gone anywhere.
I mean, I basically met him last night. Literally the first time I actually knew something about him. Technically. I know, the truck. Maybe he's gone to the... Motherfucker. I fucking beeline for the truck. I'm beelining from my fucking picture frame. Picture.
He did not appear to go this way, but we can check.
Okay.
And I'll run after him.
All right. You run out,
Yeah.
cross the street. There's no
Double dash.
traffic. You don't pay attention to anything around you. Running into the parking structure and over to your vehicle.
Is there anyone else like out and about that seems to be paying attention to us at all, or is it just
In the
us?
parking structure, there's a couple people like stationed in like these little booths.
Mhm.
The security is there.
Okay. But no one that's like, you know, specifically paying attention to our comes and goings.
No. I mean, the
Okay.
security are watching you, but they
Right, yeah, yeah.
remember seeing you from earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But you make it.
Yeah,
to the,
just
you make it to the
following
truck.
Luke.
Newt gets there first, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
untouched.
I mean,
I don't understand.
I don't even know what to say. I know less in regards to what to do.
Shouldn't have let him go. He just seemed so certain that he just needed a breath of air.
So do we just like go back and wait for him, or?
I don't know. Don't know what to think now.
I mean, it doesn't sound like he's just, you know, going for a walk and, you know, something has clearly happened, right?
Something is clearly wrong, yes.
I don't, like, aren't you guys kind of magic and all that? Nobody's got, like, I don't know, tracking, you know, fucking, I don't know, magic.
I'm not a magical creature.
Katrina?
I don't really have a means of tracking him. Like,
We
if he was
do.
nearby, maybe I could talk to him or detect him, but at this point, my skills are limited.
It could be worth a shot, if you can.
All right. Do I need to have line of sight? Yeah, I have to have line of sight.
Nice.
He said he went invisible, right?
Indeed.
That might be a problem.
What's the use of having something to locate someone if you can't see it?
It's not to locate somebody, it's to talk to them mentally.
I see.
You see, without my words.
I don't know. Do we just wait for him here?
Fuck it. I'm gonna start looking around. Is there anything I can use to try and discern what direction he went?
With that, I mean, you're in the concrete jungle. Somebody that went invisible. You guys are still, are you still in the parking lot where you parked your truck, or did you go back to the motel room?
I think we're still at the truck.
Okay. If there was any indication that he came this way, no idea.
Yikes.
I'm not certain the hotel is safe. Perhaps we spend the remainder of the night here.
But what do we do about Kalen? What if he comes back and we're not there?
We can't
We'll
let
know
him
where
get
to look.
away.
You'll know where to look. He knows this is where we parked.
Okay, I might have a way. I don't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna do it.
I tense up.
DM?
Go
The
ahead and
thing.
make a wisdom saving throw. Unless you decide that, unless you're going to give in and let it happen.
Always saving throw.
Okay. So you have control over it, and you allow as far as you want.
Where
However-
is he going?
The main thing that you get, as you are standing there, you close your eyes and you open them again, however, darkness greets you. You see almost moments that flash for you. You watch as a spotlight on someone walking.
Is it a familiar outline?
You do see Kalen's outline.
I point. That way. Quickly. Am I pointing at a wall?
You're pointing in a direction, yes. However, your vision has not come back. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a... Blah.
You point in a specific direction. What is the rest of you doing?
What are we seeing?
You watch as Katrina points down the street, following the pathway along this motel. It looks like this street leads down, and there are a couple like shops, souvenir shops. There's a couple pubs that are still open at the time.
I'm gonna need someone to guide me. I can't see anything else right now. But we have to go this way, now.
Wait, you're telling us where to go and you're following us?
No time for questions. Go get Kalen.
I walk that direction she's pointing, looking back.
How heavy is Katrina?
Not super heavy.
I will pick up Katrina and just carry her
jealous.
along.
All right.
I keep pointing.
All right.
What are you doing?
Something I really don't like having to do.
That is not it. We'll discuss this later.
Talk after.
I guess I'm following Vic with Katrina on his shoulders or something, or back.
Probably just like firemen carrying her.
I'm just like acting like a compass. I'm gonna keep my finger pointed out in the direction.
Oh man, this is the blind leading the blind here, literally.
The feeling
Right?
of offering more hits you.
Oh, you know what's not happening.
You watch as the silhouette slowly starts to fade. You can try to maintain, to keep grasp on the silhouette with a wisdom saving throw, or you can give. If it's a fail, it fades.
Katrina,
I'll
where
give
are we
a little
going?
bit. We need to go quickly. This is very draining. I might lose it. Go fast.
I'll pick up the pace as best I can. I'm assuming I'm still running half speed, but they're on my
Yep.
back. But
All right. So you follow down the street. He's a ways away at this point already. But you try to keep pace. He is losing you, as you do see as he's about to round the corner. At least, Katrina, you see. However, do you attempt to maintain?
Mm-hmm.
DC is 15. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Do we have any inspiration?
1.
We have one.
1 every week, so you can use it if you'd like.
Gotcha.
We'll see how this goes. Hell yeah.
oof, nice.
Okay.
Fucking reining it in.
Fuck yeah, chicken strips.
You maintain without losing that. You can feel not so much frustration, however, this feeling of inevitability. That eventually you will lose it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gaining much, but you can still see as he's walking along. You follow for a moment. You're following. Rounds the corner, down a street, down an alley. Invisibility runs for a while, and you're no closer to catching up as you do see him kind of maintaining, and it's quiet now, and you can hear, like he can hear your sounds. Yeah. You're keeping pace. Kaylin, what are you doing? As you are still standing within the ship.
Trying to find where the power source is that they're drawing from, the like ship cores.
Mm-hmm. You watch as there are several of the steel panels, like the grates in the ground, lifted up, and these heavy steel bounded cables running into the lower like areas where the cores are.
I want to physically go where the cores are, if that's possible.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
Come on, man.
Moving and traversing the area becomes difficult. You find yourself climbing down, though there's no really like a maintenance area that you're going through. It is like in between walls. You slip. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as your foot comes loose. Again! Oh, it bounces on that 20 and hits a 2. 3 times now. You slip and you fall the next 10 feet down. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. In that
God, that was
moment
almost a one.
when you bumped, your vision goes black, and immediately
Damn it.
you are running down an alleyway. confused and awkward. You're not under the going from on the ground to like forward momentum confuses you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on.
That too, I swear.
Yeah.
And you skid on the ground. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall out of invisibility. All 3 of you watch as now he comes to.
Did I still take the 1 bludgeoning damage from before?
No. This is
didn't think
3.
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the other one.
Yeah, he took that. Good.
How close is he to me?
There's a distance between you two as he's slowing in pace. You guys have been running for a bit. But eventually you do see him, the form returning to normal on the ground, skidding like face first in the concrete down this alleyway. He crashes into this pile of black trash bags. You can hear the cans falling and clanging, echoing in this alleyway.
Am I close enough to dive into the trash bags after him?
Yes. You do
I
catch
fucking
up to him
tackle.
as you're running. You can tackle.
Yeah, I tackled this mound of fucking trash bags.
All right. Yeah.
What?
You crash into it.
What are
And
you doing?
shattering of glass.
Where are you going? What's going on? I'm like kicking about, fucking grabbing anything that feels solid.
Kalen sort of takes a second, breathing really fast to get his bearings.
And you find yourself like exhausted at this point. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
All right. You are able to maintain, however, you are out of breath as it feels like you've just run a marathon.
Well, since we've caught up,
Okay.
I'm going to drop this thing because holy heck, I
Go
hate
ahead
this.
and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck.
DC is still 15.
Uh oh.
Your vision remains dark. However, the form of Kalen fades. And you watch as you see another form similar to Kalen. Only like those dream sequence where nothing is seen except for like that circle underneath their form.
Mhm.
You can see as another form wearing different clothes than Kalen in front of you, sitting on the ground, stands up and he looks around.
Oh hell no. Nope.
You turn and you see another form. A familiar face. Talus Rosen. Sitting on
I
a
can't
chair,
drop
leather
it.
chair. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
A leather saving throw?
Yeah, a leather saving throw.
Okay.
Fuck you, Peter.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You watch as you look over through. That is one success. You need one more success on that one. You see as Talus is sitting there in a leather couch, leg crossed over the other, cigar between fingers, and a book in his hand.
does he see me?
If anything, there is no recognition.
Good.
You see another
get that.
form kind of like laying on her side on a bed, plush, very heavy, like quilted comforter on top. Tiefling. Go ahead and
Is
make
this
another
person-
wisdom. Go ahead and make another wisdom
Near.
saving throw. It seems like these are just silhouettes in this black expanse.
Okay.
But you can feel where they are. You can sense their presence. Are you going to drop it, or because you are looking at this female laying in a bed, eyes still open?
Can I make a mental note of the direction?
The feeling of, yes. Go ahead and make a wisdom save, just to make a wisdom check.
All right.
Okay, you have a mental feeling of where they are. You do see as there is kind of not a defeated look on this woman's face, but tired.
Mm-hmm.
Exhausted. It seems as though that there's something on her mind, but unable to go to sleep. And you do feel another one as you finally are able to pull away. Do you pull away?
I need to roll something here. I do.
Okay. You recognize
Also that
Talus.
one.
Yeah. You recognize Talus. You've seen the form of Kaelin, but in different clothes. And now the third, the female, the tiefling, laying back. As that vision, they all fade away. And you come to. And you're in the alleyway along with everyone else.
Okay. I'm back. I think.
Are you able to navigate yourself?
I am now. I almost got stuck there for a minute.
We'll discuss that later. For now, did I see Nuke and Kaelin go into the trash pile?
Yeah, you watched as Nuke just headfirst dives into this trash.
Okay.
You hear the shattering
I'll-
of glass as one of a glass bottle that he knocked over slightly from this metal trash can just shatters onto the ground.
I have an image of Kaelin just sitting up, but no face huggers in Alien.
Yeah.
Duke is just strapped to his face tightly.
I'll put Katrina down and just walk over and help them both out of the pile.
Keeps holding her head.
We should get back to the vehicle. Get to get out of sight.
You've got a lot of explaining to do.
You both do. To
If I-
Kaelin and Katrina, but
Have I gained my bearings back? Have I sort of realized where I am and what's just happened?
Catching your breath, you do manage. You see as you are on the ground covered in various liquids, this faint smell of urine.
Thank you for that.
Off me or off the
It's an
bags?
alley. If there's no piss in an alley, I don't think it exists, all right?
Fair.
Okay. Wait. What? Why am I here?
not here. We'll talk when we get back. We need to go.
Wait. They know where we are. We need to leave right now.
Well, about that, I might know where they are.
Keanu looks over.
I kind of, while it's still fresh in my mind, point in the direction. The one you were looking for was a tiefling, right?
Indeed.
She's that way.
You
How far?
go ahead.
Do I know roughly how far?
No, you just know the general direction.
Not
Pointing, you know that you're pointing towards like the Western District. This is where like more of the main gentrification that has happened in Pernios.
Yeah.
And however, the main thing that with your natural 20 on that roll, excuse me, that wasn't a natural 20 on that one, it was a 17. Which one was it? No, it was a 14.
It was a 14.
You do know that Talus and the tiefling were close. Their presence, the feeling that you got from them was strong.
I know for sure she's with Talus. Whatever fuck his name is. They're nearby. Well, each other. Somewhere in the west.
And they're in the city.
In the city, yeah.
There's a lot that we need to discuss. Where do we
I
go?
am not doing that again anytime soon.
Where do we go?
Not.
You know
where
where you said we
left.
know. You said they know where we are. Is it safe to grab the vehicle and leave with it? Or do we just begin north now?
She said tiefling.
I
That
know.
must be Medea.
I know.
Let's grab the truck and let's just move.
We're getting the truck. We go west to Medea.
Keanu starts moving towards the truck.
Okay.
West it is.
And
Let's go.
Katrina, you notice that the form that looked identical to Kaylin, it was very far north. Almost out of your range. However, there was another one before you shut off and sever. It was close to Talus and the tiefling.
How many in total did I sense?
Before you cut it off, you sensed on those, you sensed 3, and then the next one that was about to come up.
Oh,
This is the first time you've ever had an experience where this many was in close proximity.
this is not good. Okay.
I'll like, as we're moving back down the alleyway and back to the truck, as I pass Medea, I'll put my hand on her shoulder and say, "Come on, need to move." Or not Medea, on
Medea's
Katrina.
here?
On Medea, fuck, on
The
Katrina,
other Medea.
on Katrina,
Okay.
and say, "Come on, need to move."
Yeah.
We'll discuss another day, another time. But what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
All right. So, worried that you were not as safe as you thought you were, you head back to pick up your vehicle. You back out. and leave the parking lot. Driving through the empty streets of Pernios, as each street lamp passes above head, giving you that faint glow across the asphalt. We'll go ahead and end the session right there.
Ah.
And just to clarify, we're going west to where Medea was, right?
I believe so.
I believe so.
Okay. And I assume that none of us got long rests.
You got no long rests.
We are fucked.
And I lost a fucking spell.
Mhm.
And we smell of somebody else's pee.
Some of you do.
Oh boy, oh boy. But
Wow. Okay.
we'll see what happens next time.
That was a crazy end. Yeah.
It all played into honestly it was Kaylin's wisdom saving throw that kind of set everything in motion.
That was fucking unexpected and wild.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So we'll pick up there. I'm so sorry, no session next week, but we will pick up on the following week. If I can set up something mobile, we'll have a session you'll know in the next 3 days or not. So
Okay.
Sounds good.
but I just won't be home, so hopefully I can set something up because I really want to see what happens next week. I don't
Yeah,
want
no
to
kidding.
not have a session, so yeah.
Remember?
Totally.
Do you remember about the firearms thing?
Yes.
I feel like that could be relevant next session or two.
Yeah, we'll have a conversation about that for sure.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Well, cheers, DM.
Oh,
Thank you,
boy.
everyone.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
for
yeah.
joining.
Yeah.
Awesome session, guys.
That was great. Thank you.
Nice to finally meet you.
I know, finally. 33 episodes, guys.
A new record.
There's still so much to tell too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg as well. I mean, there's still
Oh,
a
for
lot
sure.
more
Oh
in
yeah.
that regard.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh
yeah.
man.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
no
a good
worries.
Pick up next
Have a good
week.
one, everyone.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out. For anybody that is here listening in on these sessions of Convergence. 33 sessions. Can you believe that? A lot has happened. And honestly, it changes the course of sessions, right? Like, there's such a dramatic flip when all it takes is just one roll to change everything. Oh man, but I can't wait. No session next week, unfortunately, unless I figure out a way to stream from somewhere else without losing quality in anything. I gotta see what I gotta do. I'm gonna be house sitting next week, so we'll see what happens. If we run a session, then the session will go on as normal. If not, I'll let everybody know. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Streams will be picking back up in October, so keep that in mind. I will be starting to post some schedules. I've been kind of gaming on my own, you know? I've been stuck on Factorio recently, so I've been doing that. But I do want to get back into some D&D content. We might be doing some other games on stream as well. So if you guys want to come hang out during those times, I would love to see you there. If you want to follow me, you can follow me everywhere. !socials in the chat to get all of my links to my Twitter, my YouTube, my Discord. Come join the Discord if you want to play some D&D. We have a session coming up on Sunday, and Sippy League will be returning soon. I just need to catch my bearings. Things have been really hectic in my brain recently, and we will be picking it back up. So expect to see a Sippy League schedule going up soon. For anybody that is here that joined last session that I canceled on Sippy League, I'm just going to go ahead and go the next session with that group if everybody's still doing that. But yeah. I have some other things coming up. Hopefully it'll be fun. I'm just trying to redo, you know? We're living in this midlife crisis moment for me, and I'm just trying to get out of my slump. So Please bear with me. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Remember, if you want to follow everybody, the links are just click on the little buttons in the titles. You can find it there. If you want to catch up with any of the sessions prior to this, go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@I'm sleepy. If you want to go there, I hope to see you get there. Send me a subscribe on there. Like the videos, everything. More content will be going up eventually. I know I say it all the time, but it's just it's a balancing act in my brain. But yeah, I hope to see you guys there, and we will be right back next week. Thanks for hanging out today, guys.